Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Minsk Pocket. Playing for today's spawning in the south we have British. Playing as the British Forces, who has Mobile Assault, Engineers, and Commandos. Teaming up with him is JungleJake, playing as Soviets, who has Soviet Combined Arms, Guard Motor Coordination, and Soviet Shock Rifle Frontline. So against them is whorunbartertown playing as Ostheer, who has Osttroopen, German Infantry, and Mechanized Assault. Finally we have borobadger playing as JungleJake80, who has Overwatch, Special Operations, and Luftwaffe Ground Forces. In terms of rankings here, random team on this side. Oof, left the capture circle just a tiny bit too early there. British around rank 70, JungleJake around rank 90. This team, a range team, around rank 250, but only just made out of their placement matches, and both these guys top 100 1v1 players, so give them a pass on that one. A few skirmishes here and there. Oh, Vic is out the back though, getting the suppression in. Only on one squad. Good reactions there from borobadger, able to soft retreat out with the other. Be careful, he's coming right back into the range of that Vickers and gets suppressed instantly this time. Sternbys find a good angle on these Tommies though. Got a dive onto the center from JungleJake, just forcing a couple of squads to rotate from whorunbartertown. Good rotation of the Vickers there from British, shutting down the Sternbys. So a pretty good start here for the Allies. Kind of caught whorunbartertown off guard, making this dive down the center. Those machine guns in a decent position, unless these conscripts can get around the corner. No, not quite. Gets pinned almost instantly. And there we go, full retreat from JungleJake. Interesting that they retreat up through that pathway. Wasn't expecting to see that. JungleJake going with a, popular Soviet build. 3 conscripts, 2 combat engineers. But at the moment, the map is basically all allies. After a tremendous start. Super early medics here from British, and he's bringing them out onto the front lines to do some healing. Don't see that too often. Nice sandbags there from British as well. And try to defend. No, he's bringing the medics in to fight against the machine gun. Machine gun setting up. 2 grenadiers there in support, so even if he does flank around here, it's going to take out too much damage before he can force the machine gun to retreat anyway. I don't know about that. I thought he was just going to sit back and try and defend around here with the healing. I hold the line, but he got a little bit greedy trying to push into the center there. Didn't end up going too well. Conscripts, oh, don't quite make it around the corner with the Ura. Squad also trying to flank around. And are successful. Machine gun, you can see, is pointing that direction, but didn't quite get a burst off. But they are in light cover. Conscripts taking a while to chop it down. In the meantime, these conscripts taking fire from all of these grenadiers, getting very, very low. Machine gun does get forced away. This conscript coming out of suppression, but here come the Folks and the Sternbys from the side. And a complete map control reversal here. All of a sudden, it's the Axis with vastly superior control. Engineers with the flamer coming out. Here come the British forces now. Borobadger going with 3 Folks into a Jaeger Light. Popular build these days. Especially if you're up against British. Jaeger Light's performing quite well against infantry sections. Engineers gonna lose these pioneers here. Look at that. Sandbag sandwich. Oh, no retreat. Okay, there he goes for JungleJake. He's got tier 2 down, goes medics as well. But yeah, was having a bit of trouble regathering the map after that big push back. The squad getting hitting that mine, otherwise would have been able to beat this Sternpike quite easily, I think, but instead ends up losing the engagement quite badly. Just going to try to stay behind cover here. Hope they don't get suppressed. And it looks like machine gun not quite sitting up in heavy cover itself. It's taking quite a lot of damage. You have a max amount for JungleJake. Conscripts and combat engineers coming out to the far side.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Borobadger just waiting here in cover. Can make it very, very hard for British to push back out over here. Oh, Maxim gets found, has to reposition. 4 grenadiers here, as well as a P-Gren, and now a 250 for whorunbartertown, so he's investing a lot here into the early game. Maxim setting up, rifle grenade coming in. Oh, no, not quite. Combat engineers coming around the corner. Maxim, oh, packs up. Repositioning for these grenadiers. Grenadiers run a curious path. We're not paying full attention to them, but maybe doesn't even need to. Here comes the 250. Oh, that was the squad wipe half track. So let's go for a separate P-Gren as well. And this is not going well for the Allies all of a sudden. Max is really turning up the heat. British has struggled like crazy to push out on his side. In fact, it looks like he's lost his squad. Infantry section went down at some stage. Didn't really look like there were any situations here that should have resulted in a squad wipe though, right? Like troops moving into a retreat path. This must have been old-fashioned bad retreat timing.
We are losing territory.
JungleJake putting down tier 3, but a little bit low on manpower to build the T-70 at this stage. British now going for another officer. 250 set up so it can suppress. And speaking of suppression, the Maxim actually doing the work here. 3 grenadiers getting forced off. That could open the door for the Allies to make a bit of territory. Look at this super fast shred down or borobadger and going for 2 obers now. Oh, did he hit a mine? What was that?
Our headquarters has been improved.
Not AT grenade from the engineers. And here comes T-70 for JungleJake. This thing needs to do a hell of a lot of work to get the Allies back into this game because they are in deep trouble. I think it's kind of interesting to see, you know, the differential. Sometimes it's good to like push and be aggressive, try and take territory, but sometimes it's good to just like get a good amount of territory, set up some sandbags and wait for your opponents to have to charge into you. And maybe this is another situation the British is experiencing here, trying to dive onto the fuel, but with a tough retreat path, loads of squads on the rear, and ends up losing the Vickers there as well. Let's drop some base howitzer fire on the Shred HQ. See the opening up here, forcing the retreat. So, a couple models down. Yeah, British, I don't know what he's doing with his build. Hasn't got any tech done, no bolster, no weapon racks.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Going for another Vickers now. But even with going for the Vickers, it's not like he's putting down any trenches to really make the most out of those. But yeah, when British was pushing out here, maybe should set up around this region, try to hold on to here, maybe while branching out to this side of the map. I force the Axis to push into his machine gun instead of just diving onto the fuel point like that. No clear goal in mind. Well, it was a clear goal, it was to capture the fuel point, but no regard for the consequences of that. Okay, we've got a demo waiting behind this wall. Double overs, able to take down the Tommies, even behind heavy cover. Oh, there's the Vickers. Doesn't suppress in time. T-70 through the centre. It's two Fausts. Let's probably keep moving. Actually trying to hold the line here, but taking 4 LMG Grenadiers worth of damage. Down very, very quickly, and now gets decrewed. I can't really go for the steal on that. Trying out some more base howitzer fire. Seems like British really likes using that. T-70's been alright, but not incredible. Only 3 kills. Pull back to do some repairs on that now. Got a Zis out for JungleJake. I think that's a good timing for it. Go for mortar as well, which I think is reasonable. Right, they're going to be staring down the barrel of a couple medium tanks very, very shortly. whorunbartertown about 20 fuel away from his. Borobadger a little bit further away. Should be continuing to pull his T-70 towards the repairing squads as they come back onto the battlefield. They reinforce the Maxim, ready to go again. Squad wipe half track coming out to the side. Not sure why he was so late hitting the retreat there. No mines debated over, no snaring squads nearby. Yeah, that is a wipe. And a full retreat from British now. Like he's been floating, you know, between 300 and 500 manpower for a very long time now. Should have pulled the trigger on an AT gun, like his teammate. Instead, he's suffering some big losses. Another squad down there for British. T-70 out on the flank, shutting down those harassing squads.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Guys could go down here actually, no reaction. Okay, late reaction from whorunbartertown. I wonder if he's going to see that demo charge on his way back. Nope. Ends up going down there. Maxim trying to hold the line through the centre, but kind of runs head on into the MG42, which has been camped there for a very long time. This barrage about to open up. T-70 shutting down the overs, trying to go for the flank there. This barrage doing some nice damage. Media and machine gun getting low. Media's try closing for the Faust on the T-70, but decide against it, taking too much damage. Doesn't want to risk getting wiped just to get the Faust off. Grenade on, but conscripts dodging it.
We have a new Panzer IV. Light artillery, but the enemy has driven a wedge in our lines. The squad of pioneers has arrived.
T-70 out here. Stays in the face of the AT gun, now looking for the decrew on the Raketten. Not quite. Here comes the Panzer IV. Commanders on the wrong side of the sandbags there. Oh, triggered their own mine. P4, no machine gun upgrade quite yet, and a bit slow going for the chase. We've got the wipe there.
Our machine gun turret has been installed.
Second AT gun coming out for JungleJake. I think that's a wise idea. British needs to build an AT gun. And a mine down now. Okay, has done company command, so could be building a tank right about now. I'll try to put down a Bofors.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying
With
to
a
take
two-man
one of our
engineer, it's going to take all day for him to build that.
points. Emplacement destroyed by the enemy.
Mine getting swept immediately by borobadger as well. Machine gun having to pack up, get out of there. British had some, you know, good early engagements, but since then he's been struggling badly. And all the time he's been floating so much manpower too. Really sad to see. Looks like he's invested into hammer. That's four coming in from the side. T70 a bit of trouble. This is there, but it looks like it's shooting at the 250 out the back. Main gun crit on the T70, but it pulls back. And so does the Panzer IV. What is he doing here?
Battle drills. Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Lucky break there for British. There's a 4 coming in from the side. The T-gun gonna go for the Zis barrage here. Conscripts coming in for the snare. Maxim suppressing. Over's on the retreat now. Gonna go for the recapture on the Maxim. Where's the second AT gun? Oh, he cancelled it. JungleJake.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
He's lost it. No, he cancelled it. Never built the second one. Okay. P4 comes back in. 6-pounder and this rotating to deal with it, but bouncing. And borobadger coming forwards for the salvage on the Maxim there.
LEFG-18 howitzers stand ready to fire.
And gets it off clean. Barely took any damage. WT guns. Oh. Don't quite get a shot on there. So the allies are struggling right now. Tier 4 is down for JungleJake though, just about there. I guess he's going to go for an SU-85, and here comes a howitzer for borobadger, putting it up close to the Shreya. Got mode coordination, the choice for JungleJake, and looks like he's going to go for the T-34-85 instead, also a decent option at this stage of the match. whorunbartertown actually getting quite close to his next Panzer IV. Though could also, you know, tick up to tier 4 maybe. T70 coming out to the far flank, but Panzer IV there to meet it. Pretty quick reactions though. Oh, briefly stopping over here. Conscripts and the AT gun are there though. Good support play there from JungleJake. Gammon bomb out, no reaction. Ooh, late reaction. Greenies just make it out of there though.
COH2 has been improved again. Time to
Just trying to hold the line. Squad right half track gets on top of the AT gun though for British.
Weapon crew are,
Ends up going down.
dead. A capture point is being overrun.
And go for the AVRE.
The enemy is trying to overrun
Just
our
lost his
HQ.
anti-tank gun.
Supply line's been cut.
There's no form of anti-tank, and he goes to the AVRE. No, AT gun didn't get destroyed though. borobadger hit a mine up here, so he couldn't come in for the kill on it. Does give British the opportunity to go for the recrew here. 5 takes a Raketten shot. Going to take a Faust as well. Panzer IV nearby. Here comes the AVRE though. Oh, and drops some flame mortar support on the Raketten. Oh, that was a big hit. Raket goes down immediately. P4 coming around the corner. Connects. T34 getting low. Oh, but now we've got light artillery barrage being dropped on the AT gun. Goes for the recruit anyway, but it's going to go down. And good follow-up there from borobadger, killing off the destroyed weapon. Oh, P4 on the far side. I don't know what happened. Maybe it hit a mine. But either way, it goes down to the Zis. Well played there from JungleJake. ABRE comes through the center. Force a retreat, only gets one kill. Now backpedaling. T3485 also backing very, very far back. Maybe could have just pulled back to around here and gone for the crew repairs, but playing it very, very safe. Gamma bomb onto the Raketten. Weapon still available there for the recrew though. Just coming back through to the center. Squad by half track finding an isolated Maxim and just ripping right through it. AVRE on the run. Quite ready to fire, and another Maxim going down for JungleJake. Maybe spreading himself a little bit thin here, trying to cover for British. And another machine gun goes down to the squad by half track. There we go through the center, doesn't even cancel that shot. Another mine from JungleJake gets triggered by the Panzer IV. Here comes the T3485 as well. Panzer IV with its rear armor exposed, and the Zis there as well. And there we go. Panzer IV goes down. Well played by JungleJake. Single-handedly keeping the allies in this game. Taking down both of their Panzer IVs. Whorunbartertown with a pretty good bank himself has put down tier 4. A lot of squads to reinforce. Same story for borobadger. Maybe thinking about a Panther or a King Tiger. Oh, it's with only one kill so far. Katyusha coming in next for JungleJake. I think that's a reasonable choice. Though the allies are still in a dicey situation when it comes to the anti-tank capabilities. One AT gun each, one T3485. Especially given how poor the control of the AT gun has been for British. Can cause some issues. Okay, bomb triggers the mine at least. And putting down a Bofors in the center, but I would have thought I wouldn't be favouring going for an emplacement after seeing the opponents already with a howitzer. What happened there? It had one kill, now it's got 8. Squad down of conscripts behind the sandbags. Ouch. Painful. AVRE ready to fire again. Oh, we've got a Tiger on the far flank for Whorunbartertown. That's what he's going for. Makes sense. Traffic jam here. T3485 taking some damage, and a big rotation for Whorunbartertown. Triple machine guns as well. Doesn't diffuse that demo charge though. That could be an issue. Coming forwards, looking to hold on to that flank. The allies, despite struggling, only around 100 VPs behind at this stage. Could be a lot worse. AVRE coming out to the far flank on Ober's hunting, but nothing over there. And is getting himself very, very far away from any form of support. The AT gun And the engineers close to the center. This is just a horrible play. 85 thinking about coming in on the rear. Missing its first shot though, going for the block on the Tiger. He gets it, but AT I'm going to have to push up. Oh, it looks like he maybe got the phase through there. T-3485 might be biting off a bit more than he can chew. Oh, it takes a Faust as well. I thought he might have been out of range there. This is in position though on the Tiger, and he takes a main gun crit. T-3485 should be able to get away alive. I think he'd need to get 3 more Fausts to get the kill. Looks like he's maybe going to settle for taking down the T-70. No, in comes the Katyusha. Squad wipe half track goes down. These Greenies taking a lot of bleed, but they do end up chain Fausting down the T-70. But, you know, a decent sacrifice. Manages to keep the 85 alive. Oh boy, looks like there was some carnage over on this side. Aviary went down. I think we all saw that coming. Also lost his AT gun. Oh my god.
Emplacement under attack.
This is like Jungle Jake with the hugest carry of his whole life right now. British just throwing again and again and again. This doesn't really have like a good concept of how to move his units around the map. And I think especially at the lower level, just take the easy kills. Just go for bolster and weapon upgrades on your infantry sections. It just makes them so much easier to use. You can actually fight back against weapon upgraded Axis troops. Try and do it the hard way here. Plane's about to come in for borobadger going after the Comet. Comet chasing down the Panther. He still might need 2 shots to get the kill though. Decides to disengage. Tiger coming forwards in support. Main gun crit repaired off. Trying to back away. And does. Bofa was actually making herself useful there though, shooting down a whole bunch of planes. Sometimes it can have a bit of trouble tracking the planes if they come in at the wrong angle, but took them down actually relatively fast that time. Did get a buff to its, well, I mean, AEA used to be bugged, so it couldn't shoot down planes at all. Well, there you go, Bofa was actually doing something this game. Here comes the Tiger though. And that hold off. Targeting the Tiger here as well. Tiger, oh, triggers another mine from Jungle Jake. And here comes the T-3485. No AT gun in support of this. And the SU-85 through the center. T-3485 coming through the rear. And there we go. Tiger goes down just like that. A little bit sloppy from whorunbartertown. Not bringing up his sweepers to clear the way after he'd already run over a mine over here. Or maybe it was borobadger actually ran over that exact mine. Panther coming in, looking to salvage the situation. Go after the SU-85 kill, but biting off more than Kachu, running right into the Vet 3 Zis as well. And the Bofors getting some shots on the rear armor. Panther goes down. Bit of a throw there from borobadger. Diving in after the SU-85, looking for the kill. Some rocket artillery coming this direction, going after the Zis, but he already packed it up and brought it forwards. Just by coincidence, I think, there, so it doesn't end up doing very much damage. Bases through the light artillery barrage, but Raketting out the back should eventually finish off the Bofors here. Seeing out the T-3485 on a little bit low health, maybe, you know, at risk of taking a Faust here. Generally, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but the Tiger and the Panther both just went down. It does make this maneuver Finally, whorunbartertown putting down his tier 2 tech, gonna build a pack, I expect. Yep, in it comes. So 85 back up to full. So is the Comet. And the Alliance trying to jump onto these VPs. Down to just over 200 at the moment. You get something going here. Flame Mortar support called in, forcing back the Obers, forcing back the Raketin. In fact, kind of good hit there. And the Katyusha coming through here as well. Raketin gets finished off by the Flame Mortar support though, doesn't even need Katyusha rockets. They're actually not hitting that much. Aiming a bit too deep there. Nice attack ground action though from borobadger, hoping to get a extra hit or two in there. 85 back up to full, coming out to the side. Back not quite here. About to arrive. Targeting. Let's go for the British base again. British base probably one of the worst ones to target though with a howitzer like that, since they have the infantry sections with their healing upgrade, so they don't have to stand next to an ambulance or medics. They're located in the base. Comet coming in from the side. Oh boy. Jumping right on top of this pack, finds the Werfer by chance, and that goes down. And now war speeding around the corner, takes a Faust. Probably should have just tried to stay right on top of the pack, but might be able to get away anyway. The rear arm exposed. Oh, I lost sight of it. P-Green's not providing vision. And Comet looks like to get away. No, Comet's in trouble. The double Raketin's chasing through. Good smoke there, but it was just smoke. It wasn't the phosphorus, I believe. It doesn't look like it's doing health damage. And Raketin overstepping its mark. The Vic is nearly taking it down. Retreating into the smoke though, saving the day. Oh, T-3485 over here takes engine damage, taking damage from the pack as well. It's another Faust. I think it'll take 2 more shots on the pack to kill it though. He's kind of backing himself into a corner, maybe hoping to get behind this building here. I don't see that happen too often. Grenadiers go down. T-45 trying to get away. Takes 1 shot from the pack. Might be able to get out of sight range here. Looks like they was going for an attack round. We're on whorunbartertown and he finishes the job. Scripts also never upgraded with the 7th man. So it could actually pick up that MG42, which could be quite strong on them. Here comes the AVRE into the retreat path. Might be able to get a wipe here. Targets maybe like there. Quite deep enough. Gets a pretty good hit on the Grenadiers though. And maybe the machine gun. Yeah, gets the decro on the pack after all of that. So a lot of team weapons down here now. whorunbartertown. JungleJake could recrew a whole gang of them. Oh, looks like some overs went down as well. LMG on the infantry sections now. And the howitzer from borobadger has now got up to 19 kills. Looks like it took down the mortar there. Oh, catches this Vickers as it makes its way out from base as well. Ouch, gonna need to retreat that now. AVRE going deep here. Just waiting for the Grenadiers. borobadger has put down his final tech truck, so it looks like it's going to be the King Tiger and whorunbartertown very close to the Tiger himself, which has given the allies a bit of time to push back here. Well, they both tried to save up for those big boys.
Supply are disrupted.
Chusha going for the long-range barrage onto the howitzer. Nearly got the D-crew. We're up to Vet 2 already. There we go, coming forwards. Just out to the side, 2 models down. Oh boy. Engineers finished the job, but they've got a dangerous retreat path themselves past these P-Grens. Probably going to go down as well.
A unit of engineers have been killed.
Okay, King Tiger out for Borobadger. JungleJake going for another T-3485.
T-34 ready for combat.
Here comes the Tiger, and once again British with no support for his AVRE. No AT guns, no mines, no engineers. It's a very clear illustration on
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
what not to do. T-345 coming through, bouncing. Back, still waiting back at base. JungleJake with a big queue for reinforcements. Struggling for manpower at the moment. T-35 getting some good hits though, keeping that Tiger honest. Forcing it back. But yeah, British, putting down a 17 pounder in the center. I think this is actually a pretty decent idea. Obviously against the
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
both of the Tigers. But maybe a little bit too far back, and also it's going to be vulnerable to that howitzer. I like the idea in general, but I don't know about this specific implementation of it. There we go, 17 pounder gets a shot on AVRE. Huge whiff. This squad was long gone. Chusha. I'm not sure about that. Kind of going between both the machine guns here. T-85 coming forward, so getting some good hits on the KT. AVRE causing a bit of traffic jam again, not even ready to fire. And the howitzer going to work, starting to soften up the 17 pounder. And more support dropped, but hasn't opened up the capture for the Allies.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Tiger about to run into the Zis. Bringing the sweepers along with the Tiger this time though, nice to see. Tiger got a pretty good hit on those guards, got them very, very low. T-35 taking a Raketten shot through the center, now low. 17 pounder, I'm not sure what direction he's facing there. Oh, good hit from the AVRE, decreased the Raketten. Comet getting some shots on from the side on the King Tiger. British trying to go for the capture now. And actually getting some frontal decrew action going on the MG42. And there it goes. It stolen LMG34 on the infantry section, working wonders here. T-35 advancing through the centre. Some good hits on. Oh, but we've got the planes coming in for Borobadger sector assault. Comet also in jeopardy, quite low. T-35 pulls back safely, so is the Comet though. The engineers might not be so lucky. KT another shot. He lost his vision. This time we don't have the Bofors to shoot it down either. Another Werfer out for whorunbartertown, another pack as well. And up to the 17 pounder it looks like. A little bit of damage. And the Vickers a little bit as well. But yeah, 17 pounder back here. Just a little bit too far back. You really want it a little bit further forwards. That way, like a King Tiger can't sit here, shoot at troops inside the capture circle, and not take return fire from the 17 pounder. It needs to be a little bit further forwards. Fire. Looks like he's going to go for that machine gun. Oh, going for the howitzer way out the back. Interesting. Getting out of there. King Tiger chasing him down. And Vickers goes down frontally there. It's quite low already. Oh, 85 is in trouble. Tiger chasing him down, backing towards the Zis. Tiger doesn't want to take the chance. Oh boy, Katyusha just left out here after the barrage. Has some time to react. Pack sets up, but gets out of range just in the nick of time. Close call there for JungleJake. Like that would have been his first like huge blunder of the match. Losing Katyusha like that. Doing some good work here, but P-Green's managed to sneak around the corner. Don't quite get suppressed. Come in infantry sections though to save the day. 3485 coming in on low as well. So it's the SU-85 looking to fight back. AVRE gets the D-crew on one of the packs. More speeding up to safety. Marked vehicle dropped on the Tiger, but that is also getting out of there as quickly as possible. Light artillery barrage dropped into the incoming path. It's the D-crew on 1 AT gun. Could take down the Vet 3 Zis as well. That would be a real shame to lose that veterancy. Oh boy, and there's that howitzer coming down here as well. What was that huge explosion? I'm not entirely sure. Getting some good veterancy though. Vet 3 Zis does survive somehow. I don't think he dodged almost at all there. Still ticking. Oh, can't say the same of the pack that was parked close to the 17 pounder though. That goes down. Clearing out the machine gun on the far flank. We haven't really seen too many dives for this VP for a long time for British. It would be a reasonable option for him to try and do that. For the Centaur now as well, which also is a reasonable option to help shoot down the planes.
Emplacement under attack.
I do feel like British does need an anti-tank gun as well to help support. Arriving the Katyusha right where this howitzer is firing, a little bit risky. The RE gets the D-crew. Oh, very lucky that Tiger shot missed there. Yeah, would have gone down if that penetrated. Oh, does not quite manage to get out of there in time. Katyusha once again going for the howitzer, going for the tech truck region. Super long range barrage though. Doesn't quite get it. And yeah, now a Yak Panzer out for borobadger, arriving just in time to punish that AVRE. He's going for a 17 pounder, but this time a little bit further forwards. And this is, you know, more what I was thinking. How he should have positioned his first one. Oh, SU-85 in trouble. And down it goes. We go toe to toe. The Yak Panzer on lower health. Referring to the center. Borobers nearly go down to the Centaur. And here come the planes for borobadger, but oh, gets triggered on his teammates on mine though. Ouch. Should down the planes quite quickly, however. Double or triple AT guns pushing with the Tiger here. That is scary. That's something Katyusha should be firing at, but on cooldown at the moment. And one of the AT guns does go down. T-34 trying to get out. Maxim hanging around trying to get the decro on the Raketin. So maybe the T-34-85 can come back in, but ends up going down itself. And Maxim over here, maybe a little bit overextended. Now retreating though, and the elevation there saving any damage from that Tiger main gunshot. Targeting this region again. Oof.
Supply sector under attack.
Oh boy, trying to use crew repairs right here. It's risky stuff. Looks like whorunbartertown a little bit too far away to capitalize on that. Oh, and a late retreat from him with his grenadiers, and they go down. T-34-85 finishes the job. Also going for the crew repairs right here. Double packs and the Tiger is very, very close by. It's a risky decision. Comet coming in from the side. 17 pounder gets a walloping hit on the Jagdpanzer out the back. Bart's trying to hold the line here. C-34 out of repairs. Oh boy, and Centaur didn't quite repair all the way up to full, and criticals from mines do require you to repair your vehicle right to full to remove them. Like with snares, you have to just get back to the
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
above the 75% health threshold. 34 backs around the corner, but used that to scout for the AT gun location. And now the Katyushas is letting them have it. Gets the decro on one. And now the destroy on the Raketin. Well played there by JungleJake. A little bit risky. Kind of backed around the corner. Didn't quite back away far enough after that. But well played. Baiting out the AT gun positioning and capitalizing on with the Katyusha. And borobadger's howitzer having a hard time taking down these 17 pounders. There's that command bunker as well, repairing up his teammate's truck. I don't think it's Stirpire is right here though, he could be doing this work. Just constantly poking and prodding from this angle is being pretty successful as well.
The enemy are 200 points. The enemy are attacking
Going after the 17 pounder out the back, and it is quite low now, but still standing and didn't hit any of those engineers with it either. Got a manpower spare for British now as well. 17 pounders eating into his pop cap limit though. Now the Allies down by about 60. With a long-range barrage, and this time he gets the decro on the howitzer. The truck has been repaired up, and paying the price from not having repaired up the Centaur here. Still with engine damage. But double packed from the side, pulling back. So is the Centaur now. It's not coming back in for the finishing blow on it either. Maybe the Jagdpanzer will. No, distracted by the T-34-85 instead.
We've got our orders.
So we're on counter barrage here. You don't see that too often. And also a very, very risky position to try and repair up your tank. Tiger, Panther, Jagdpanzer just around the corner. And wow, Comet came in, got the kill on the decrewed howitzer, but tanks an engine critical. KT on the chase down. And there we go, Comet goes down. But, you know, British does have plenty of room in his popcap to build another one. Plenty of resources in the back for that too. Centaur still with the damaged engine. 17 pounder rotating though for the Panther, unable to chase any further. And it looks like this 17 pounder at the back finally went down, or maybe he self-destructed it, I'm not entirely sure. Now he's going for one further forwards.
Hang on, chaps. Orders.
You can't self-destruct these, right? You don't get any resources back. Oh boy.
The squad's gone.
Super close range Werfer there. It's the white. Engineers down. Instantly rebuilding them though. Has not instantly rebuilt his tank, however. Down on fuel for that. Katyusha, good barrage again. Popping the button on the Jagdpanzer. Is this chasing forwards? Oh. No snares on it though. Double T-3485's coming forwards though with the support of Vet 3 Zis. And now the Maxim as well. Just to throw an artillery flare out the back and get around the corner before he goes down.
Funny? It's ready.
Hack goes down, gets destroyed. And Axis need to pull back now with that base howitzer fire coming through. Actually raises the Werfer as well. It's the suppression in. Now walking Stuka, changing out his borobadger at 100 of 100 by the way.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Going after the 17 pounders, but braces through it nicely. Doesn't end up taking too much damage. And now it's starting to branch out to the far flank. Going for another AVRE. So we're for back on counter barrage. I'm honestly not sure what he's trying to get with that Panzerwerfer on counter barrage, you know? Is he trying to go for the Katyusha kill?
We are losing a sector.
Katyusha coming down, getting some decent hits again. 1 kills on that now. Coming in. Yep, going after the Katyusha. Oh, nearly gets it too. Very, very close call. And now, Ally is looking to set up the triple cap. VP's pretty much dead even at this stage, but Axis on the back foot. Both teams were pretty close to max size armies all around though. Oh, stopped short a little bit on that AVRE shell. And he's taking a hammering. 85 comes in. Maybe hoping to salvage the situation a little bit. And kind of does draw a bit of fire away from the AVRE. 17 pounder facing that direction, connecting with the Tiger. Oh,
Enemy causing trouble.
that was the SU-85 and then the 17 pounder. Yeah, Axis on the back foot here. Generally feel like mortars and infantry support guns are often like better at taking down these kind of weapons. You can kind of just like barrage and just keep the fire on them the whole time. not as easy to brace through and not as easy to repair afterwards with the constant mortar shells landing, but it can be tough to go for mortar at this stage against that Katyusha. Just so effective.
Jerry's only got 100 points left.
Until trying to make use of its strafing fire there, but it's kind of seemed like it bugged out. Partway through. Once again, JungleJake trying to get some mines down, nice to see. Being interrupted here though. Katyusha into the center, finding some team weapons.
Emplacement under attack.
Double Werfers going after the Vet 3 Zis. And gets the decoy on it, there it goes. Conscripts instantly jumping back onto the weapon. Panther pushing in the meantime. And the Maxim holding off the Peregrines. Good work there, merging onto it, keeping it 6 men.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
And the real benefits of the 7-man upgrade, you can do maneuvers like that. And they are recon forwards on these stern pyros. That's just the barrage though. Hands are there. Oh, 17 pound, not quite facing the right direction for it though. So the AVRE missed. That Axe is having a lot of trouble. Oh, and the double 17 pound is hammering away at the King Tiger. They're very, very low, just like that. It's up to Vet 3 already. Another one at Vet 1.
Enemy down to 75 points.
And I think at this stage I'll probably be trying to get like a 2-on-1 going. Borobadger and whorunbartertown coming down this flank. And just completely overrun the Soviet player on this side. Just forget about the center altogether. Just try and go for both of the VPs on the flanks. Might be a little bit too late to really try and effectively take down those 17 pounders. The time they have left. Oh, and there we go. This time it gets annihilated, and in come the planes in support of this push. whorunbartertown making a charge. A couple mines down, but not hitting anything at the moment. 185 goes down. Oh, a bit of rubber band action there. Other T-3485 in trouble. SU-85 coming through, and Katyusha actually doing some work out the back. But now SU-85 kind of out here unsupported. The plane's getting shot down quite quickly by the Centaur. And here comes the AVRE. But it's kind of a solo mission here for the SU-85, and they're raketting from the side, taking them down. He's managed to complete the capture over here, but a whole blob into his retreat path. End up losing that squad. Triple cap against the Axis though, ticking under 50. And taking a while before they can jump onto this one still as well. So very, very long VPs. Looking for the wipe on this infantry section. Doesn't find it though. Now the SU-85 coming in for JungleJake. Now the T-3485 as well. British.
They're at 25
Still
points.
with a bit of room in his army size. Maybe not after he reinforces a bit. 25 VPs left. 22 now for the Axis. T-3485 down here trying to prevent this capture. Peregrines managed to hang in there just long enough to complete it though. AVRE coming in from the side. Triple Werfers down here. Good shot from the AVRE, getting the stun off. But there's a lot of tanks down here for the T-3485. He's about to be in some deep, deep trouble. Conscripts seem to be coming forwards for the snares here. Instead, it looks like they're going for the capture. Try and win on VPs. Katyusha going for a barrage, but too close to the action here. Backing away, and the T-3485 going to go down. Black Panzer coming in for some crush attempts, but are not successful. T-3485 goes down. The SU-85 coming through though, might be able to get the kill on this Panther. Nearly did. Tiger coming back trying to prevent the capture, but I think the guards will be able to finish it. No, they finish off the Panther. And here comes the Centaur as well. Jagdpan's actually quite low now, taking so many shots from the guards. Werfer's coming through though. Take down the conscripts. Oh, and the Tiger finishes off the guards. C-85 missing a lot of shots on this. Jagdpan's again and again missing these shots. I think that's 3 in a row now. But there we go, gets the kill. But it took him so long. Now the King Tiger right on top of him. King Tiger missing though. T-3485 could threaten the flank. No. Allies on top of the VPs. S-35. Oh, staying in range of the King Tiger. I think that's a mistake. T-3485 is going to have a hard time capping. Killing the King Tiger from its frontal armor. Sternpire staying on top of the VPs. Stopped at 7. 7 remaining, and JungleJake almost has nothing left after all of that. British also with all his tanks low. Okay, Katyusha actually kills the Sternpires. That could delay repairs on the King Tiger by quite a lot. Tiger also low, sending forwards the Pyos to do the capping, and one Tommy squad sent out to the far flank. There's a machine gun in the building, but facing the wrong direction at the moment. That could be the door that the Allies needed to get the cap going. Just going for the center, but interrupted. AVRE there. Missing, and no machine guns or anything to really hold the line over here, so Axis can get the cap going. Throwing out the smoke flare. Trying to go for the cap behind that. And now the 17 pounders are in some trouble. King Tiger coming in from the side, triggers the mine. 17 pounder facing the wrong direction. One of them gets the shot on. Turning around now, a little bit late. KT, 17 pounder squaring up. Oh, and it misses! Vet 3 and it misses. Heartbreaking. KT survives. Oh, light artillery barrage, but JungleJake dodging. Trying to stay in the capture circle. 7 remaining for the Axis. And British does manage to capture on the far flank. T-3485 through the center. No, and the Allies on top of the VP. 6 remaining. Empire's trying to go for the capture, but the infantry section stalling them out here. So doing a risky maneuver. Throwing out a gammon bomb. Oh, 1 VP remaining, but I think it's too late. And there you go, the Allies pull this off. Oh man, what a crazy one to finish off. Oh, it was really... you know, Allies got off to such a strong start, but then British just played so poorly for the next like 15 minutes. Thought there was no chance, but you know, the Axis both saving up for the Tiger and the King Tiger at the same time, but after losing both of their Panzer IVs early on, led to the Allies having a good window where they pushed back and pushed back strongly, got a lot of VP control and ended up making this a very, very close game. I think the Axis, especially borobadger, maybe realizing a little bit too late. So they're trying to actually just take on the double 17 pounders in the middle. Try to go for the flanks a bit more. We saw whorunbartertown make some nice pushes over here, nearly wiping out JungleJake altogether, but hang on there just long enough to get the VP win. Well played, especially for JungleJake. Huge carry from him in this match. Anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.